Okay, welcome to the Hampden Town Council meeting for May 18th, 2015. We're sorry for the delay. We ran over a little bit in finance. At this time, could you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next on the agenda is the consent agenda. Is there any questions about the consent agenda?
Second.
All in favor? All opposed? Okay. The next is item C, public comments. At this time, anybody in the public that has anything that they would like to speak about that is not on the agenda tonight, now is your chance. Is there anybody that has any public comments? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to policy agenda. The first item is news, presentations, and awards. Manager Lassard.
Thank you. Tonight I'd like to introduce the council and residents to our new Public Works Director, Sean Currier, who will be starting with the town on June 8th. Sean is currently employed with the city of Bangor, and a terrific loss for them and a great gain for us. Sean, if you wouldn't mind, come in. Everyone can see you. He comes very highly recommended, has a very broad-ranging background, and was the top choice of the mayor and Councilor McAvoy and myself for this position, and I wanted him to come so you could put a name and a face together for who we're going to see helping to move Public Works forward into its next iteration. But anyway, welcome. If you'd like to say a few words, just tap the green button there in front of you.
Thank you very much. Just wanted to say thank you for the appointment, and I look forward to serving the town and the residents here. Excited to start on June 8th.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Welcome.
The next item is public hearings. Application for a vicular's license received from Shack's Hardware for Sundays at Shack's at 13 Maine Road North. Is any public comment for or against? Seeing none. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve the victualer's license from Schatz Hardware Incorporated, doing business as Sundays at Schatz at 13 Main Road North.
A second.
Discussion? Seeing none. All those in favor? All those opposed? Thank you. Next on the agenda is nominations, appointments, and elections. First item is the warrant notice election of the RSU 22 budget validation referendum. This requires the signatures of the council. Is there any public comment on that? Seeing none, I need a motion for us to sign the election warrant.
I'll make a motion that we sign the warrant and notice of election RSU 22 budget validation referendum.
No, second.
Any questions? All those in favor? This will,
It's going to come down this way, this bottom here, there's, I need all this one.
next, unfinished business. We have none. Under new business, town attorney retirement. I'll have town manager Sue Lassard explain this.
The town received a letter from Tom Russell, our town attorney for many, many years, notifying the town that he would be retiring as of June 10th. And as far as working full-time and plan to work part-time through the fall. his plan is to continue to represent the town until July 10th, and he's willing to continue to represent the town until the new manager and the council can retain replacement counsel. First, I'd like to thank Tom for all of his years of service, which was 89, 80, what was the first year?
I can't remember.
I
It was
think
87 or 88.
It was in the late 80s. But since this is going to require some thought and discussion about how to move this forward, I think that if a council were to refer this subject to the Finance and Administration Committee for work and a recommendation to the council, that would be appropriate.
Okay, any public comment? Seeing none?
I was just going to follow the lead of the town manager's comments and move that we refer the issue of the retirement of the current attorney and what to do in the next steps to finance and administration.
Second?
I'll second it.
Discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Thank you. The next item under new business is the fire department contract. It was brought up in the Finance Committee meeting earlier tonight. It was the recommendation from the Finance to send it to council for vote. Do I have a recommendation from the council?
I make a motion to approve the contract.
A second.
Discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Thank you.
Could we have another motion for me to sign on behalf of the council? I should have mentioned that during the first motion, but
I make a motion the council will authorize the town manager to sign on our behalf.
Second.
All in favor? You're it.
thank you.
Next item under new business is the Saturday bus service elimination. That was discussed tonight at a lengthy amount of time at the Finance Committee. This hasn't been resolved yet. I think it's going to be some more discussion before we can refer it for public hearing. So I think we will just make a motion to return this to Finance for further discussion. Public comment? Do I have a,
Do we have to? I thought
It's still there.
it's all there. I don't think
so
we
we're
have
just
to.
going to keep it there and not
Yeah.
go for public hearing. Very good. So the next item would be 5D, request to use computer reserve for plotter replacement. That was discussed in the finance meeting earlier from our GIS IT. It was voted unanimously from the Finance Committee to purchase a new multifunction Canon plotter at the price of $6,095. The money is set aside in tech reserve to pay for this. So Finance suggested that we send it to the council for vote. Public comment? Seeing none, do I have a motion?
I move that the council approve the expenditure for the plotter as specified in the memo from the GIS IT
I'll second that.
specialist.
Moved and second, discussion? All in favor? All against? So the next would be committee reports. Councilor McAvoy, Services. Thank you. Councilor Marble, Infrastructure.
We have not had an infrastructure committee since the last report before the last council meeting. We'll have one the last Monday of this month.
No, next Tuesday.
Thank you. I keep forgetting about holidays. I was trained to ignore them.
That was Memorial Day, where it's Tuesday.
We'll be waiting patiently. Planning and Development, Councilor Shakespeare.
I guess it leaves everything to me. At the last planning development meeting, we We discussed draft private ways ordinance. Committee discussed whether there was consensus to move forward with a continued review of the draft document. It was a consensus that providing exploring great alternatives to development, utilizing private roads warranted consideration. The committee decided to begin a review of the draft private ways ordinance at our next meeting, which is Wednesday night, this Wednesday night. Also discussed codification portfolio. Town planner presented the committee with the recently received draft of the codification portfolio as prepared by General Code of Rochester, New York. The next step in the process is to review 700 pages of the documents and respond to 35 questions by August of this year. Community and Development Director suggested that we do an initial review of the document, and he could then present it to the committee. And we also discussed on-street parking on the Main Road North. The town planner advised the committee on the necessary steps to pursue permission from the MDOT to create on-street parking along Main Road North. The town planner suggested that additional consideration be given prior to moving forward, such as traffic analysis to determine unintended consequences of additional parking along Route 1A. The Economic Development Director suggested that a more strategic approach should be considered. Requested that the committee, they allow him to present at a future meeting a strategic approach to the development of a downtown plan in downtown TIF district that would allow and empower the community with strategic direction and potential resources to implement such a plan. We also discussed municipal parking lot at the Qantas Hall. Councilor Ryder indicated although he supported the approach, the community should move forward with the creation of public parking adjacent to the town's building. The committee supported moving forward, investigating the potential for creation of a public parking lot. And we also, the Economic Development Director also indicated, consistent with the committee wishes, that he would present at a future meeting a proposal for moving forward with a downtown planning initiative. That was it.
Thank you. And on the Finance Committee meeting, a couple of the things you've heard about tonight, the Fire Department's contract, the reserve account for the multifunction plotter. Also, we discussed Saturday bus service, and that is still in an ongoing discussion. We had some information given to us about issuing license plates at the town office. That has been given to us to look at. That is an ongoing thing we're looking into now to see if we can implement that here at the town office. And that was just about everything we discussed tonight at Finance. At this time, the manager's report.
Thank you. The deadline for applications for the town manager position have been extended until Monday, June 1st, due to the low number of applications that have been received thus far. I want to thank former planner Bob Osborne for coordinating the street cleanup this year. 72 people turned out to help. Thank you also to staff members Rosemary Bezanson and Kyle Severance for assisting with the program and the cookout that followed. The town council was also represented at the cleanup, and Councilor Shakespeare took some great photos that were converted to a video by Josh Osborne, and which is posted on the town website and on the town Facebook page as well. I hired Shepherd and Garster to perform the survey of the town lots on the Ballfield Road at a cost of $3,500, which was lower than the $4,000 limit that I was given. They have started their work and already encountered a snag. The ball field itself was deeded to the town by the former Maine State J.C.'s organization in 2002. The survey has revealed that there were two deeds to the ball field itself because the J.C.'s acquired it in two pieces from its original owner. Only one of the pieces was deeded to the town by the J.C.'s. Town Attorney Tom Russell is looking up that transaction to see if we have other information on the other piece and how to obtain a deed for that. All town departments will be closed on Monday, May 25th for Memorial Day, and a reminder that the Infrastructure Committee will be meeting will be held on Tuesday, May 26th, from 6 to 7 p.m. prior to the council budget meeting at 7. The Water District Line Replacement Project will be starting on June 8th. Welcome, Sean, to this project. Traffic will be one lane from the Colebrook Road Route 1A intersection to the Old County Road. The project will likely take 60 days to complete. The company and the Water District is also requesting permission to close Lower Colebrook Road to all but local traffic for approximately 1 week during that project. That request will be on the Infrastructure Committee agenda on Tuesday, the 26th. There will be flaggers and traffic control personnel on this project. And this is not our project. We'll just get the discussion about traffic. We'll likely, I was hoping Sean might have left before I had to talk about this, his first day of work, but here we are. Craig Snow, who was one of the main volunteers with the flag project prior to, has brought the flags in that go on the light poles, and they're here at the town office waiting for volunteers to put them up. Paper Mill Park Volunteer Coordinator Jeremy Jones and Councillor Shakespeare offered to coordinate this effort. And Thursday, May 14th, was Bob Osborne's last day as planner in Hampden. We had a well-attended going-away luncheon for Bob, and we wish him well in his new employment in Bar Harbor. Dean Bennett began his first day today of coordinating the activities of the emerging Planning and Development Department. And that is it.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is councilor comments. Councilor Soroyce,
No comments.
Councilor Shakespeare.
JJ, I'm looking for you. Put the flags up, so whenever you're available. I'd like to get them up first of this week here. Memorial Day's Monday, so just got notified we finally got them. We have them, and Councilor Soroyce has volunteered to be the point man to help. Climb the ladder. No, I'll climb the ladder. You hold the ladder.
Councilor Wild,
No comments.
Councilor Marvel.
A couple things. The street and stream cleanup was mentioned, and I just want to voice what other people have already said, that it was a great morning of council, town staff, volunteers. I thought all the kids that were there were wonderful, so it was a nice event. For the folks who've been coming to the, quote, District 2 Hampden Hot Stove, we're going to take the summer off, and our head librarian just reminded me a few minutes ago that the library's closed on Saturdays in the summer anyway, so those are great thoughts coming together. And the last thing I'll mention is I don't think folks from emergency services heard the sentiments that were expressed by the council and town manager earlier about how we value those services that came up in discussing that contract. So I just didn't want to get out without mentioning that, and thank you very much.
Councilor McAvoy.
Thank you. Shop local, buy American. Good night, Hampden.
And I guess my comment was this weekend I had a chance to go to a Eagle Scout presentation at the Hampden Academy by Troop 41. And I was quite impressed to see that there was 7 or 8 Eagle Scouts in that troop from the Hampden area. And it makes you pretty proud that there's that many good young men coming, up in this town. It was nice to see. Thank you. And with that, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn. Budget.
We're going into that next.
Second.
All those in favor? Okay, council meeting is adjourned. Now we will move into the 2015-16 budget. Does anybody want to take a break, or do we want to move right into it?
2 minutes.
Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes, and we'll start the 2015 budget. Yeah, go ahead.